Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Ellendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out home practice routine. I want to thank Elizabeth, who put together the flower arrangement, and thank Tony from Michigan, who made a donation to cover some of the costs. So what do you think? Do you like those flowers? Today is a special day. Did you know that this past Saturday was National Honey Bee Day? We're going to have a guest join us after we finish our counting exercise. Can anybody guess who our guest is going to be in honor of National Honey Bee Day? Go ahead and chat. And if you've never chatted before, next to the screen on your right, you will see an area that says type in your nickname. Just put in your first name and where you're from, and then you'll be able to chat. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a sip of water. With intent, we're really thinking about everything that we're doing. So the topic today is bees. Everybody say bees with intent. Ready? Bees. Let's say it again. Speak out more. Ready? Bees. All right, very good. We're starting with speak out exercise number 1, the warm up. Lift every syllable and project it forward. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. We're being very deliberate. Every syllable with intent. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Speak out again. May, me, my, mo, moo. When we do the speak out exercises, we're exaggerating. We're using a lot of intent. We're projecting our voices forward. We're speaking out. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. And one more. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Very good. We're done with speak out exercise number 1. Let's get some water with intent. When we use intent, we are activating a motor system that is not as dependent on dopamine. And that's why I think intent is probably the most important word for people with Parkinson's. Let's move on to speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth and project that ah forward. Ready? Ah. Good. Keep the sound consistent. Don't let it trail off. Let's do it again. Do you feel the ah flying forward in front of you? Let's do it again. Good. And don't worry if you can't hold it about 10 seconds. Just hold it as long as you can comfortably. We never want to squeeze the sound out. We never want to hold it longer than what is comfortable. Let's do a shorter ah. Ah. And one more. Ready? Good. We're all done with speak out exercise number 2. Let's take a sip of water with intent. We're going to do the glides and then the counting exercise, and then we have a special guest joining us today in honor of National Honey Bee Day. Can you guess who the guest is? I had to say that with intent. We're moving on to speak out exercise number 3, the glides. Project out a steady ah, and then slowly glide up. Try to get as many little notes in there as you can. Ready? Good. Let's do it again. As you're going down in pitch, make sure to keep that mouth open, and as the sound is going down, it's getting stronger, like it's accelerating as it's going down. Think of a roller coaster or a slide. All right, let's do it again. Strong all the way to the end. We're not trailing off. Let's do it again. Stop. All the way. And let's start high and then go down and keep it strong. Start high. Ready? Good. One more. Start high. Ready? Good job. Let's all take a sip of water. We have earned it. We've earned a lot more than a sip of water, but water it is when we do our speak out exercises. We're moving on to the counting. The counting exercise re-coordinates the breathing pattern. So you're going to lift these numbers, projecting them forward, just like you did with the warm-up. So you went May, me, and we're going to go 1, 2, but we're going to stop at the end of each line. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Project every number forward across your room. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more time. Let's start with 12 and go backward. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very Very good. Go ahead and take a sip of water, and our guest should be coming in. Did y'all guess who our guest is? That is right. It is my husband, the beekeeper. I never thought I'd be married to a beekeeper, but here he is. Come on in.
Hi.
Come sit next to us, and we're going to learn all about bees. Yeah, we want to see you with your...
You want to see me with my veil?
Yeah, and scoot up. Bring the chair up a little bit.
Very good.
Is that a great question? Let's take a picture.
I smell like honey, believe it or not.
Oh, you got to speak with intent if you're going to be part of these.
You?
Yeah.
I smell like honey.
Well, you've
There
been
we go.
processing 800 pounds of honey.
This year, so far.
I know, that's amazing.
Yep.
And I understand you're going to be selling your honey to anybody that shows up to singing group this Wednesday to raise money.
You bet.
It's kind of neat. So tell everybody, when did you start? You're a software engineer.
I'm a software engineer. I worked in the telecom industry. And when my daughter retired, Samantha said, I need your help.
No, wait,
Go do
not
the
daughter
bees.
retired. When your daughter,
My daughter
let's take
graduated.
this off. Yeah.
Samantha said, go retire and do your bees, but I need your help. And you need to be available whenever I need you.
At Parkinson Voice Project.
At Parkinson Voice Project.
Yeah.
So
And
I do bees now.
it's kind of neat how your business is actually helping charity. You just held a fundraiser for our church, and you raised how much money with the honey?
First time, well, we took 60 bottles. We did 30 the first time, which is $600.
Mm-hmm.
And this weekend they did the same, so $1,200 in 2 weekends.
That's great. Well, we're going to read some sentences now, everybody. Melissa's going to help to educate us, but we need to do our exercises. So we're going to read these sentences with intent. I want you to really put forth a lot of effort, and we'll read them together. Ready? The third Saturday in August is National Honeybee Day. Don't let it trail off. Let's read it again. The third Saturday in August is National Honeybee Day. All right, next one. And we're going to stretch out, Molson, we're going to stretch out the highlighted words. Here we go together. A honeybee travels up to 3 miles to gather nectar and pollen. 3 miles, oh my goodness. And let's read it again, and then I want to ask you something. Ready, everybody, with intent? A honeybee travels up to 3 miles to gather nectar and pollen. Now, when you remove bees,
Yes.
I think I understood you to say that you need, when you take those bees out, you need to move them at least 2 or 3 miles away, otherwise they will go right back.
At least 4 miles away, because the bees will travel 2 to 3 miles, and if they go to the area where they were getting honey or nectar, they will actually go back to their old home. So you got to take them away, far away, for about a week. They'll forget about their old location. They'll go to a new location, and then you're safe to bring them to wherever you want after that.
Good. We're going to keep on learning about bees, and then we have some photos that you shared with us. All right, remember, stretch out the highlighted words. Let's read these with intent. Ready? A honeybee visits 50 to 100 flowers during one collection trip. Again, with intent. A honeybee visits 50 to 100 flowers during one collection trip. That is incredible.
It is.
All right, now this just isn't fair. Let's read this together, everybody. Only female bees work in a hive. You have to say in a hive, every word with intent. Let's read it again. Only female bees work in a hive.
That is why sometimes the beekeepers say the girls are doing this or this because it's only the girls that work in the hive.
Yeah, so whenever you say I'm going to see my girls,
That's right.
you're talking about like 20,000 girls.
2 million of
2
them.
million.
When it comes to all my hives.
Oh my goodness. How many bees would be in one good hive?
A very strong hive will have 50 to 80,000 bees.
My
and
goodness.
That's all workers. There are about 100 to 500 males, but that's about it. The rest
right.
are females workers.
Well, now I know everybody is wondering if all the females are working, what the heck are the males doing? Now remember, this is a G-rated session.
That's fine. At times, when a new queen is born, the genes have to be passed on. So the males wait around until a queen is ready to mate. And that's all they do. And it's a suicide mission.
All right, we won't go into that. All right, let's do the next one together. Ready, everyone? The queen bee lives for 2 to 3 years. Again, the queen bee lives for 2 to 3 years. Next. A strong hive has about 50,000 bees.
That's correct.
Let's all read that with more intent, like you're really, wow, this is amazing. Ready? A strong hive has about 50,000 bees. All right, let's all take a sip of water with intent. Here you
And the
can
reason they have 50,000 bees is because the hive needs about 20,000 bees constantly working in there. The rest of them are collecting nectar and pollen.
and cleaning up after the queen.
Those are the workers inside the hive.
They do
The
everything.
20,000.
That's
right.
amazing.
Yep.
So we're going to look at some photos. Now, so everybody, I want you to do, so this is the difference between a queen bee on the left
That's
and
right.
the honeybee or the worker bee.
That's right.
All right, describe, Molson, tell us a little bit about the difference, and then I'm going to have everybody else describe the difference based on what you learned.
If you notice, the upper part of both bees is about equal size, and the wings are about the same size. However, the abdomen of the queen bee is about 3 times the size of the abdomen of the worker. The reason being that queen has a lot of eggs in there, and she lays about 1,500 eggs a day during the nectar and pollen flow.
Let me ask everybody, answer the question. How many eggs per day does the queen bee lay during the nectar pollen flow? 1,500. And go ahead and describe the difference between the queen bee and the worker bee, okay, with intent. Pretend that we cannot see this photo. Describe the difference, every word with intent.
I'm sweating because this is hot.
Well, it's a good thing it's an online session, so nobody else can smell you
That's
besides
right.
me. All right, I want to show, oh my gosh. Now, look at
Yes.
this. Everybody, what would you say if you saw that in your backyard? Say it with intent.
Wow. Scary.
Everybody say, wow, scary, with intent. Ready? Wow, scary.
Not for a
Again.
beekeeper. Wow, what a beautiful sight.
How many bees are there?
That box is called a swarm trap. I catch swarms in them, and that swarm trap caught about 15,000 bees that day, and that's a really, really good sized swarm.
When you remove bees from a home,
Uh-huh.
you don't want other bees to be coming back to the house, and so you put a swarm trap near the house,
That's right.
and you lure them there
Instead
of to the house,
That's
right?
correct.
I bet these owners were so happy
They
those
were.
bees did
They
not
were
go
very
into their
happy,
home.
yes.
Let me show you another picture. This is so interesting. So this is in a house.
This is in a house. This was in a soffit. If you notice the brick, the picture is tilted. So that's on top of the brick where the soffit comes in. I had to open the soffit and remove those bees. The new comb is where they are about to put honey, and the colored comb is where the babies are, where the eggs and the brood is. And that's why it's colored like that. They coat the cells with a little material to harden it.
That is so cool. And we're starting to run out of time. Now, this one is a little bit different. So the bees went into the tree, and you can't cut down the tree or remove half the tree like you can in a house where you can remove a panel. So I put a circle around. There's like a cone at the end. Tell us how you get the bees out of the tree.
You need the story behind this.
Okay.
This tree is an old tree. It really needs to come down. But the wife said, no, that's my privacy tree. She's got a pool nearby. She said, that tree stays. So I had to put a cone. I sealed everything. You see the foam, the white foam, that's sealing all the cracks in the tree. I had to put the cone and leave a little hole for the bees to come out. They came out because they couldn't get in and out anymore. Once they came out, they couldn't figure out where the hole is to go back in, so they stayed outside, and then I took them and put them in a real hive.
So let me see. So you seal all the holes, and then the bees go out in the morning to go get their nectar, and they can't figure out, they go out through the tunnel. That's the only hole to go out.
That's right.
And then when they come back, after doing all their work for 3 miles, they can't figure out how to get back in.
That's right.
They hang out outside the tree, and then...
Waiting to figure it out, and then I vacuum them in a safe vacuum, special for bees, and I take them, put them in a hive, and give them another queen. At times, the queen comes out with them because they know there's no hope. And I take them, and sometimes I'll make about a couple hives out of a trap out like that.
That's so cool. Don't y'all like learning about bees? Go ahead and chat. I know we didn't do as many exercises today, but you can download today's reading material, and we have a paragraph about honeybees. And then I also did want to mention, so y'all know this is my husband. We've been married for 33 years. I'm so glad we got married in 1990 because I can always keep track of our anniversary that way. But today is the 1-year anniversary of your mother's passing, and I wanted to share a photo of your parents so everybody can see. You look just like your dad.
Yeah.
That is, isn't that, so that was taken in Lebanon, where you grew up, and just a beautiful picture. So we're thinking about Imantoon today, and that's the mother of Tony. I still don't understand that.
It's a cultural thing.
In Lebanon, you don't call her by her first name. You call her the mother of her firstborn. So Imantoon. Wilson, thank you for joining us today.
You're very welcome.
You know what, everybody? We're going to do Dr. Boone's words, and then we'll be done. Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Each word with intent. Ready? Gula gan ga ga. Again. Gula gan ga ga. Next one with intent. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the next one. Kukla. Kukla. Please let me know in the chat, or you can send me an email at intent@ParkinsonVoiceProject.org. Let me know if you enjoyed today's session. I don't want to take time away from your speech practice, but we do want to make this fun. And online is a little bit tricky. Y'all don't have the opportunity to come into the clinic, get to meet our staff or to meet Molson. And I want you to, get to know us better. So this is one way. But again, I don't want to take time away from your speech practice. So you let me know if you enjoy things like this. All right? I will be back tomorrow. Speak with intent the rest of the day. Bye-bye.